Stephanie Melton, and today is Wednesday, October 17, 2007, and we had a rainy day today. Stay tuned and find out more.
It's Wednesday night on ISUtv. Broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa, this is Si's Eyes on the Skies. ISUtv's longest-running television show brings you the weather around the country, in Iowa, Ames, and beyond. The Iowa State Meteorology Department's team of forecasters keeps you ahead of the next weather system. Si's Eyes on the Skies starts now.
Welcome back, and I'm here with Ben Schwedler, Justin Gehrts, and Matt Hoffman, and we had a really rainy day today, you guys.
I hated it.
I had to bring my umbrella. It was fun getting in my car, I will say.
Did your floor mats get really wet because of it?
No, but my steering wheel is slippery.
That is a little hazardous, I would think.
It was not fun going around corners, I will say.
Watch out pedestrians, right?
Oh, well,
Depends
that's
on the
always.
road.
And I'm one of those pedestrians.
People always look crabby when it's raining out. Like, you walk around, you're looking at people, they just look crabby when they're all wet and walking to class.
Is that a subtle hint, Matt?
Well, you were pretty crabby because you were all wet from going. I mean, people in Central Campus, they had the food out there, and you were one of them, I think.
I was true blue, though. I wanted my dollar food, and I got it.
And they keep running out, I guess. They have for the past couple of days. They run out of food at the end when they should have more.
Well, I remember they did that during Visha, too. It happened then, too. We were, like, waiting for pizza for, like, 30 minutes.
But we got our pizza.
But we got our pizza.
We got our pizza. But see, the weather during Visha was so much nicer than it is now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't 58 and rainy and cloudy and windy and just nasty.
It was nice. You could wear basically whatever you wanted. Pants, shorts, long sleeves, short sleeves. Great weather. I mean, rain, you kind of got to wear something plastic, which is not fun.
I don't think they make a lot of plastic clothing anyways, so.
But then you could spray yourself with Teflon or whatever to have it like slide right off.
Stick coating.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Rain-X on the glasses.
That's right. Oh, I'm so doing that.
Or windshield wipers.
Back and forth there. We're coming up with all these good ideas. And
We are.
well, speaking of all this rain, you know what? We're going to have to deal with that through the entire day planner. Tonight, some more rain, heavy at times, 58 degrees at 9 o'clock. Southeast wind at 10 to 20. As you head off to class tomorrow, still some rain, maybe a rumble of thunder there. Still 58. Temperature's not really moving a whole lot with all this rain. Southeast winds at 10 to 20 once again, maybe gusting a little bit higher than that. And as you come back from class, well, guess what? Still some more rain, still perhaps heavy. 62 the temperature, south wind at 15 to 25. And we'll be right back right after this.
Bonnie Blair, speed skating champion, one of the most decorated women athletes in U.S. history.
I may be a gold medalist, but in many ways, I'm like every woman. I love to run, play with my children, and enjoy an active life. But for years, I had a secret that kept me from these and other activities that I love. It's called stress urinary incontinence, or SUI. I kept this secret because I was too embarrassed to talk about it with anyone, even my doctor. Now I'm talking to you. If you experience accidental urine leakage when you cough, laugh, or sneeze, and hesitate to lift objects, exercise, or do things you enjoy, then you're not alone. You're one of nearly 15 million American women over the age of 18 who suffers from stress urinary incontinence. SUI is not a natural part of aging. It affects women of all ages. If you have stress urinary incontinence, I encourage you to speak to your healthcare professional. I did, and now my life is back on track.
All right, welcome back to Si's Eyes on the Skies. Currently around the nation, it is pretty active. Starting off here, though, in the Northeast, actually one of the nicest spots in the country. It's warmer out here, clear skies from Maine all the way south into Georgia. Beautiful weather, but that will be changing. As you can see this frontal system off to the west. That will be moving its way into the area, but for now, beautiful temperatures, 67 in New York, beautiful fall day throughout the Northeast. Perfect for checking out leaves or anything like that. 51 in Caribou, 74 in Pittsburgh, and a warm 76 in Cincinnati. Taking a look back over here into the Midwest, here's where all the action's at. We have a frontal system moving in, a very strong low pressure, and it's bringing not only severe weather, but heavy, heavy rains for places that really, they just don't need it. Here in Iowa and Nebraska, southwards into Missouri. Taking a look at temperatures, 61 rain-cooled air in Kansas City, also 62 in Minneapolis. Cooler as you head off to the west behind the front, 50 in Rapid City, 57 in Denver. And then as we head now to the southeast, again, another beautiful spot in the country, except here for in the midsections of the southeast. We're actually worried about severe weather here in Missouri, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. There's also a risk of some tornadoes, and I will talk to you more about that in a little bit here. But otherwise, very beautiful here in Florida and across Georgia. So as we take a look at temperatures, 80 in Oklahoma City, a warm 88 in Dallas, 81 in New Orleans, and 83 here in Orlando. So finally, out west we go. And the only interesting thing out here is the risk of some snow here in Colorado. So it will be garnishing the lawns around the area there, but otherwise beautiful across the west. And as far as temperatures go, 65 in San Francisco, 55 up in Eugene, and 52 over in Boise. The cool spot here right in the Intermountain West. Like I said, tornadoes possible throughout the southeast, so it'll be something that really needs to be monitored. And this severe weather will be making its way up into the Midwest, so it will be something that will need to be watched. Back to trivia with Steph.
All right, thanks, Matt. And today's trivia question is, what day does daylight savings time occur? And we're going to shoot it back over to Ben on the wall with the national current forecast.
Welcome back, everybody. Now we're going to look at our national forecast for the next couple of days. We have the jet stream right here. Off to the south, we have a little bit warmer weather under the jet streak as the air below that is a little bit warmer. And then off to the west over Denver, as you can see where that snow is possible, above the jet streak, we have a little bit cooler weather up there. So that snow possibility is because of that. Now as we trend further, we'll look and see the jet streak begins to rise in the west, becomes a little bit warmer, quite a bit warmer out there as we have a red flag warning down there. So there's a threat of fire danger out in New Mexico right now. And as we put the forecast map into motion, most of the precipitation right now was because of this dry line that will fade out as we go into the next couple of days. And then the cold front will start to take over for the south. Most of the weather to the south will look over into Georgia area, into Atlanta and Savannah, Georgia. Atlanta really needs the rain as their reservoir keeps dripping down and they're running out of the water supply they have down there. But Savannah, Georgia, as we'll look at later, will be the hardest hit out of this in the next couple of days as the system just keeps pushing its way through. Behind it will clear out a little bit and have a little more clear skies as we go into the rest of the week in the Midwest. But as you can see, we have some trailing precipitation rotating behind that low, and then the high pressure system off to the west, that begins to slide in and keeping those skies clear throughout the rest of the period. And the severe risk we have tomorrow, a slight moderate risk down to the south, centered over southern Missouri into Arkansas, off into Oklahoma where those tornadoes were possible. And as we look at to day 2, that risk moves north a little bit closer to home over into Illinois, into Indiana, and over the Great Lakes region, especially over Lake Michigan, the west coast, not really a coast, but along the west side of the Lake Michigan here, Wisconsin could see a severe potential. And Tacoma, Washington, they are under a high winds advisory tomorrow, starting tomorrow morning going into late Thursday night. That's going to could even reach over into Friday with winds reaching over 30 to 40 miles an hour with gusts almost over 60 miles an hour are possible. With that, that is because a weather system off the Pacific coast is creating this rain that you see throughout. That'll begin to trail off as the winds die down. Temperatures pretty mellow throughout the whole week in the 50s and lows in the pleasant mid-40s for the night. So if you crack your window a little bit, you'll be pretty comfortable during the night. You won't cool down too much. And now as we go to Savannah, Georgia, that rain that we saw, that could drop up to 2 inches of rain on Thursday, and into Friday we could see a total accumulation of around 3 or so inches of rain for Savannah, Georgia. But after we go through that and the system moves out, we have pleasant skies off to the west with the temperatures reaching into the upper 80s, into the mid 80s, and overnight lows will begin to trail down a little bit from the 70s, and into Monday, we could see Monday morning a temperature around 58 degrees. And we go to the 60-day, 10-day temperature outlook, and underneath that jet stream, as that begins to move through, below normal temperatures, those will be dominating off to the south in the southeastern states. And as we move off west, those temperatures will rise as the ridge starts to build across this area, and those will be above normal in 6 to 10 days. The precipitation will sort of follow that as the warmer skies have below normal precipitation, and then off to the east, the southeast, those will be above normal. And over in Maine and Newfoundland, those will also be somewhat above normal. And after the break, we'll come back and take a look at the Iowa local forecast.
I think I can make a difference because, like, one person can do a whole lot.
I help UNICEF because every life is important, and by helping UNICEF, you save a life.
If I was lacking in health or food, I would want someone to help me, so it's the right thing to do.
Helping UNICEF makes me feel like, oh, I was needed.
It's rewarding because I know I'm helping kids have better lives around the world.
I really think we can make a difference.
I feel very happy that I'm helping other kids because they get what they need because I'm doing something to help them get it.
We're all together on Earth, and we need to help each other out, because that's what being a civilized person is.
Welcome back. And remember, if your trivia question was, what day does daylight savings occur on this year? And that would be November 4th. And we are going to shoot it back over to Justin Gehrts on the wall with Iowa and Local.
Guess we're not doing that. Okay, sorry about that.
Well, I guess we have a microphone failure. So,
we're having a bit of some technical difficulties.
A little bit.
We're just going to chat about the weather. You know what I noticed about your segment,
What did you notice?
Was how the below average temperatures, like if people remember the last couple of weeks, they've been all out east, and now the warmer average temperature's been. But anyway, let's go back to Justin and get your Iowa local.
Hey, guess what? The microphone's working now. Isn't that fantastic? All right. Iowa temperatures. Well, you saw the temperatures and stuff before, so I'm just going to talk about them even more. 58 up in Mason City, 59 in Waterloo, 57 in Cedar Rapids, 61 in Ottumwa. Off to the west, 62 in Sioux City, and 63 in Council Bluffs. Low this morning, about normal, 47 in Waterloo, 45 in Cedar Rapids. A little warmer off to the south where there's a little bit more cloud cover, 51 in Des Moines, and 55 in Council Bluffs. Highs today, well, didn't really recover a whole lot because of all the cloud cover and rain and just otherwise yucky weather. 63 was the high in Cedar Rapids, 64 in Waterloo.
I think so.
Barely climbing out of the 50s in Mason City, only getting up to 60 there. Here in Des Moines, only 59. Off to the northwest, 63 in Storm Lake, 63 in Sioux City, and 64 in Council Bluffs. Now, right now, across the entire state and points nearby, while some rain showers are pretty much the rule, got a warm front situated right along here, and as that warm air lifts up and over, that's where we get these clouds and rain showers and just that steady rain, which isn't really all that fun at all. And once again, here's that warm front sliding off to the north as we head through the overnight hours. Slow pressure really getting wound up, kicking in some northwesterly winds behind it. Cold front starts to slide, well, slowly to the east. It gets kind of hung up tomorrow, where as we head through tomorrow night into your Friday, it finally starts to move in, and look at that strong westerly winds coming in behind that cold front. All right, so let's take a look at the precipitation here. Well, showing a whole lot of rain as we head through the overnight hours. Some of the heavier bands lifting up to the north as we head through the overnight hours. Around class time, well, looks like some scattered showers. This is showing a little bit of a break as we head through the late afternoon, although some scattered showers and maybe even a few rumbles of thunder are not out of the question. All right, taking a look at forecast rainfall. Here in Ames, expecting a little over an inch as we head through the day tomorrow into Friday. Points off to the north and west, a little bit more than that, as well as off to the south. This is pretty much going to be a widespread area of some fairly heavy rain. So, of course, we're going to be dealing with lots of puddles as we head through the next couple days. Temperatures holding pretty steady as we head along here. Temperatures generally in the 50s and low 60s. In fact, it's going to take a while to get out of this, this very stagnant weather pattern. But it looks like we're going to finally break out of it as we head towards the weekend. Tonight, occasional heavy rain, southeast wind 15 to 25, low of 58. Not doing very good tomorrow. 64 the high, occasional rain, maybe a few claps of thunder. South wind at 5 to 15. And the next 5 days, well, finally clearing things out on Friday. Just some morning showers maybe still hanging around. High of 60. Saturday, we finally break out some sunshine for the game, which hopefully that'll be, the good part of the day is the sunshine. Getting close to 70 on Saturday. Sunday, still quite nice. Mostly sunny skies, 64. And Monday, a little bit cooler, partly cloudy, and a high of 56.
So by you saying you're expecting the sunshine will be the good part of the day, are you saying the game will be the bad part of the day, or?
I have a feeling it's going to be really hard to sit to the end again this week.
It's a safe bet.
But you did sit to the end last week.
I did. I did stay all the way to the end with fellow meteorology major Adam Deppy. We stuck it out, and that was fantastic.
Sorry to interrupt. Now we're going to a radar image.
Ta-da. All right. You know what? I can't really see what I'm doing. So, okay. We're gonna zoom in and out here. So, hey, there we go. Awesome. All right. Hey, Scott. Are we on the pan mode here? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna slide off to the east, and it's really hard to see what's going on. In fact, I have no idea where we are. So I'm just gonna come over here and take a quick gander. Hey, this is in eastern Iowa. And we have a little bit of a squall line heading through, say, Iowa City up towards Cedar Rapids, stretching down towards the Burlington area. So they'll be dealing with some heavy rain and maybe some lightning as we go along through the next couple of hours. But that's past us. For us, just some showers and other assorted, yucky, nasty weather.
Well, at least we escaped the severe weather. Folks down south not as lucky, but
I'm just looking forward to Saturday.
Saturday will be nice. I mean, we'll take the sun, I think, but those cooler temperatures, is that a sign of something? I don't know.
I don't know. Well, we're getting closer to winter.
Yeah,
so
we are.
It's something to think about.
It's a matter of time, I think.
I'm looking forward to some snow, but not the cold, although they go together, which is sad for me.
Yeah, it's a good point.
But definitely a beautiful weekend forecast. Homecoming this weekend. So
you're seeing the homecoming Greek structures going up on Central Campus.
Some of them are pretty nice.
I know.
Yeah.
Always, every year I look and see which one I would paint. Most of them I wouldn't, but.
So we are going to wrap it up now. So everybody have a good evening, and thanks for tuning in.
Next time.